What's up, TikTok fam? Lady G here. This is Jason, and this is Jason's amazing husband, Victor. Aren't they so cute together? Jason and Victor had been together for 11 years and were married for 6 of those 11 years. Sadly, however, their lives were forever changed in August of 2022, when, due to the negligence of the medical staff at Kaiser Permanente Hospital, located in Ontario, California, tragically, Victor would pass away, and his death would alter the course of Jason's life forever. Victor was a recovering alcoholic with over 5 years clean, but sadly the damage was already done to his body, and he had recently begun to suffer from liver failure. Jason and Victor had been battling Victor's liver failure for a while, so it came as no surprise when doctors ordered what was supposed to be a routine paracentesis on Victor in August. However, the day before Victor's scheduled paracentesis, he started to experience an extreme pressure on his stomach, which was making it hard for him to breathe. So he decided to go into Kaiser Permanente a day early just to get checked out and make sure everything was okay. But Victor, who is currently on the transplant list awaiting a new liver, and his husband Jason quickly realized that this may have been the worst decision they ever made, when a nurse who was supposed to be taking care of Victor said to Jason, "I didn't know that they let recovering alcoholics on the transplant list." While Victor was in the OR receiving his scheduled routine paracentesis, Jason decided to run home real quick and feed their animals and handle some household chores. However, as soon as he returned to the hospital, Jason quickly realized that nothing about this paracentesis was routine, because Jason could literally hear his husband's blood-curdling screams before the elevator doors even opened. When Jason yelled at a nurse, who was one of several nurses that were just standing at the nurse's station laughing, trying to get attention and help for his husband, the nurse came over and told him that what Victor was experiencing was normal due to the buildup of ammonia in his body. Jason, who was already aware that his husband was supposed to be on a medication so that ammonia didn't build up in his body, tried to relay that information to the nurse. But the nurse, in a sheer act of defiance and pettiness, chose to ignore Victor's excruciating pain and instead got the whole staff to focus on having Jason physically removed from Kaiser Permanente Hospital. Shortly after arriving home after being kicked out of Kaiser Permanente, Jason received a phone call from Victor's aunt, who informed him that a nurse had given her a medication and asked her to administer the medication to Victor. First, due to the dire condition that Victor was in, any and all medication should have been administered through IV, or at the very least, by a nurse, not his aunt. Secondly, the medication that the doctor had ordered was a medication that no one in liver failure should ever be given. Sadly, shortly after this medication was administered, it became lodged in Victor's throat, and tragically, he passed away. Victor was an amazing fashion designer who was very humble, and he loved his family and his friends dearly. He was the kind of person that would help anyone if they ever needed it. But tragically, Victor's life would end that day, and many others would be ruined simply because of the negligence of Kaiser Permanente Hospital in Ontario, California. Victor's husband, Jason, is begging people to please share Victor's story in the hope that it'll gain attention and he can finally get justice for Victor.